Well, we're waiting, Ali, for the decision of the Supreme Court, which is sitting in judgment about whether or not Britain is legally allowed to fly migrants to East Africa, to Rwanda. Now, that decision, I mean, quite why it takes them 6 months, a year. What's the matter with these people? It's pretty straightforward, folks, yes or no. Anyway, you know what judges are like. They're worse than politicians. Take ages to do anything. Tie up their shoelaces. They set aside a year for it. But they're going to come through with a decision mid-December. And so the government said, great, well, on the basis that they give us the go-ahead, we'll get that first flight off straight away to Rwanda, mid-February, 24th of February, not even mid, near the end, 24th of February.
Why can't they don't want to ruin their Christmas, do they? They might have plans.
Why don't they do it quicker? Why did it take so long?
Big party on the barge.
I mean, seriously, though...
I would imagine, and I'm just guessing, it's the legal wheels always turn very slowly.
Yeah.
And there will be appeals and counter-appeals. And you've seen aeroplanes waiting to take off before. They're hauling rapists and murderers back to Jamaica, and then the passengers kick up a fuss and say, this can't happen, without knowing the background to the case at all. And so the whole thing gets abandoned.
Yeah.
It's at every turn... You've got Guardian readers sticking their oar in.
Well, exactly, and this. Then you've got the Bibi Stockholm. That first, I think I'm right in saying it first docked in the tiny town of Portland on the coast of Dorset. I think it was early August. It has yet to significantly get any migrants on board. I believe a few came towards the end of last week, and by the way, were stopped. The coach is driving these handful of migrants to the Bibi Stockholm, finally, to get some migrants on board it, as opposed to being a rusting hulk, a symbol that's all that's wrong with the government's migration policies. Anyway, they're on their way, and then Just Stop Oil jump out in front of them, and they go, no prison ships. What's that got to do with the environment?
Well, it's kind of giving the game away that what you've actually got here is a very political organisation which would like its opinions felt across every single subject. It's just imposing its beliefs, and it's kind of got drunk on the idea of the environment. So inevitably what happens with these groups is they sort of spread their tentacles and try and influence everything. It's a real giveaway.
Well, I think what they're proving is this, that Just Stop Oil, their real mission is just stop everything.
Yeah, just stop everything that we don't like.
Yeah, everything that we don't like, which is everything modern, everything progressive. Let's go back to living in mud huts and going around on horses and carts. That's basically what they stand for, isn't it?
It's the wealthy privilege of those people. It's incredible. Yeah, it takes your breath away.
They're all sort of...
You see them, you think, I haven't seen that many middle-class people since I was last in Waitrose.
And people of colour?
No.
They've got some sort of racial policy in these groups, because I've never seen a person of colour
which would be pointed out by Channel 4 News, if only they were Brexiteers, but they're not. They're considered to be the good guys.
Indeed. Now, let's talk about Alex Chalk, the Justice Minister. There's another sadistic rapist killer who's looking like he could be let out by the parole board. Right now, this person is still locked up, but is about to be put on the parole list, and the mother of his victim has demanded that the Justice Secretary, Alex Chalk, do something about it. He's promised to do everything he can, but politicians traditionally don't necessarily achieve much when they do this. So he's had
They're not actually in charge of that system. They're its servant rather than its master. So you would hope that the parent gets some joy in this, but you wouldn't bet on it, would you?
Her name is Doreen Soulsby, and she's been campaigning for many a long year now to stop the release ever of a guy called Stephen Ling, who raped and murdered her 29-year-old daughter, Joanne Tulip, on Christmas Day 1997. He is set to have his parole application heard in secret. Mrs. Salisbury persuaded a judge for it to be heard in public, but the problem is if it goes to parole, he could be on the streets again. Why does the parole board, a la Gary Glitter, a la Colin Pitchfork, why is it so desperate? Why does it seem so desperate to release every dangerous prisoner it possibly can?
It certainly seems that way. There's a brilliant BBC Two series which appeared earlier this year called exactly that, Parole. And it showed a couple of hearings every week, and each time you watched it you thought, in the name of God, do not release this person. The cases seem so cut and dry to a layman, and generally they went with the way you'd want them to on that. They could see through these characters who were clearly of some danger still to the public.
So this guy, Stephen Ling, he's now 48. He raped poor Mrs. Salisbury's daughter, Joanne, as I say, on Christmas Day 1997, and then stabbed her 60 times. She was just a hairdresser on her way home.
So he's got 26 years for that.
So he's got 26... Oh, he also, by the way, extra special, he carved images on her body, including swastikas and crosses, and the parole board looks set to sit in judgment about whether or not he should be released. I think I can give you the answer.
Save you some time there. It should be a full life tariff.
Yes, exactly. I mean, why are we even thinking of letting... I don't care if... 97? So what is that, 25 years? I don't care. He's done 25 years. He should do another 25.
And any party that's at all serious about winning the next election should be tightening these